welcome back to my channel. My name is Nekomiiya, and today I will be showing you around Anime Impulse. It is a 2-day convention, and the interesting thing about it is that there are 3 other conventions going on within the vicinity, so there are lots of good food options and a lot of great shopping options. In this video, I will be going over the parking situation, how to navigate around, and everything that Anime Impulse has to offer. Alrighty then, let's get started! This is Anime Impulse Los Angeles 2025, held in the Pomona Fairplex in Pomona, California. For parking at the lot closest to the convention center this year, it was $30. When you enter the grounds, you will quickly realize it is a huge space. So huge, in fact, that there are 2 other conventions happening at the same time as Anime Impulse. The next thing I'm going to cover in this video is food options. There are a lot of authentic and tasty places to eat at. In terms of pricing, the range seems to be $13 to $23 per meal, and no, that is not including drinks or sides. Everywhere I looked, I felt like I could see a food stall or an array of them set up, so that lets me know that there are lots of options. I mean, just look at how cute this official Mashal X Beer Papa's pop-up is. The famous Dreamland Maid Cafe is also here to offer their services. They bring the traditional Japanese maid cafe experience here to the States and have such cute and delicious food options. After fueling up your body with some yummy food, let's go ahead and head to the Artist Alley. The Artist Alley at Anime Impulse is actually quite sizable. I really enjoy that they have a good amount of space in the aisles so that way you don't feel too cramped or suffocated. I will always encourage people to use this as an opportunity to support their local artists in our community. I went ahead and bought a sticker that costed me $8. Moving on to the next area that Anime Impulse has to offer is Collector's Expo. There were a lot of people who were playing card games. It made me wish that I had brought my Magic the Gathering deck. There were a lot of vendors who had Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards, literally any type of card game you could think of, there was someone selling items for it here. There were also quite a few shops who were selling collectible figures, Funko Pops, and other niche merchandise. If you are a collector, I would highly recommend checking this place out as there were lots of good deals. Located on the wall of Collector's Expo was the autograph area. This is generally where you will find highly influential people that are a part of our community, such as voice actors and cosplayers. This is a great way for you to meet and support someone that you admire. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the vendors hall. Here is where you'll find this super cute Anime Impulse sign. This vendor hall area is definitely big. It almost felt like walking into a gigantic pop-up shop. There are a lot of very cool showcases, very cool merchandise, and it's kind of like walking around a museum. I mean, check out this official Nikkei pop-up with their own cosplayers. I really love to take my time to admire the showcases that these vendors put together, especially if they're from my favorite series. If you are somebody who is looking to build your figure collection or just get started, I highly recommend going to an anime event in your area because there you can find some really good figures for less than what they would cost at market value. Do be careful though, because some vendors do sell knockoffs. You can also find other merchandise like official art books. If you are a big fan of a certain series, these can be really fun to have in your home. Lately, I have noticed more vendors coming to sell jewelry, which I think is really cool if you want a way to express your enjoyment of a series but still be low-key about it. Located in one of the corners of the vendors hall is an entire arcade area. It's as if they brought Round 1 to Anime Impulse itself. There were a lot of machines and a lot of different games that you could play. Everyone looked like they were having a lot of fun. Honestly, I had to run back to see this guy on this dance game because there was a huge crowd around him and he was just killing it. Now it's time for us to step outside the vendors hall to explore the rest of the venue. It seemed that in this area behind the vendors hall was their own version of a cosplay photographer alley. Lots of photographers and lots of cosplayers here. There was also a stage located back here. Something that I love about anime conventions is that they give the people who are creatives in our community a voice to showcase their skills and their talents. At nighttime, I got to see this super cute idol group perform, and I really love live, so I'm so glad that I was able to catch this beautiful performance. Walking along this outside area, there were a lot of cars and a lot of people gathered. It seems that everyone was just kind of hanging out until I saw that there were people gathered here for a Beyblade tournament.
Are you the dark blue or light blue? I don't know. I don't know either. That's the issue. Is that you? Who won? No, I'm the one. Oh! One side. Wait, am I this one? Yeah, I am. One. Nice. A lot of running through the app. Who is that? Is that you? Oh. That's you! That's an extreme! She's through!
Remember those other conventions I mentioned were happening at the same time as Anime Impulse? When you buy your ticket for Anime Impulse, you also gain entry to the other conventions that are happening on site. I decided to go check one out, and this was the Authentic Asian Food Expo. There was dancing, there was skincare products, there were regular general products, even some optometry vendors were here, and of course there were a lot of delicious Asian food options. I decided to spend $12 on these really yummy Asian noodles that I hadn't seen before. The nightlife at this convention is also fantastic. Because the space is so big and mainly outdoors, I feel that everyone is really able to enjoy themselves without having to worry about being in an overcrowded space or overheating. Anime Impulse also gets some pretty cool DJs to spin some music live for us. At night, I feel that the food area becomes just that much more irresistible. After a long day of wandering around, talking to people, making content, I just can't help but to crave this delicious looking food. I decided on these spicy peanut noodles, and this bowl costed me $10. Here are my final thoughts and tips for Anime Impulse. Tip number 1, bring cash for parking. Although parking is a bit costly, there aren't any other parking options that are close to the convention center. You could, of course, find somewhere else to park and spend money on a Lyft or Uber to get to the convention grounds. Bringing exact change in cash makes this process go by a lot more quickly. Tip number 2, bring your own food and snacks. The food options at this convention are very tasty, but they are also very costly. You will be able to find a couple places that have a good deal on meals, but if you are somebody working with a specific budget, definitely bring some food to mitigate the cost of having to sustain yourself on convention food all day. Tip number 3, if you are looking to attend this anime convention for the entire weekend, do look into staying at the Marriott Hotel, which is connected to the convention's grounds. Anime Impulse does offer a hotel block, so check out their website for special rates. Overall, Anime Impulse is an event clearly made with a lot of love. It has a very chill and inviting atmosphere. A one-day badge costed me $20. I did end up spending $60 at the event, bringing the total cost of this event for me to $80. I'll give this convention a solid 4 out of 5 on the Nekomiiya. In the future, I would love to see Anime Impulse host more official events, such as cosplay gatherings, and maybe even invite some panelists to speak at the convention. Anime Impulse Los Angeles is only one out of the 4 events that they host throughout the year, so be sure to check out their website to see which event is coming up next in an area near you. My time here at Anime Impulse is coming to a close. I had a great time connecting with new people, checking out talented artists and vendors, checking out the events that were going on, playing some games at the arcade, and of course, eating all of the delicious food. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.